Hey YouTube, welcome to the Shannon and Mary Show. I'm Shannon. Right now Mary is still sleeping. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. That's why I'm talking so low. Don't want to wake anybody up in the hotel, the resort. Just kind of gonna summarize my day yesterday. This is day 3 of our Disney World adventure. Gonna give you guys an update on what we're doing today also. Yesterday, but first let's talk about yesterday. Yesterday was pretty good. Right off the bat, we went to the Disney Hollywood Studios, and that was my favorite park so far. It's way better than Epcot. Don't get me wrong, I liked Epcot. Epcot was pretty cool, but Disney Hollywood right now is where it's at. It had everything. Star Wars. It had the stormtroopers marching in the street. That was so cool the first time I saw it, but it was like every day, and at one point Mary Grace decided, I'm scared of stormtroopers, and every time she heard the music she would cry and get upset and want me to pick her up and save her from the stormtroopers. She would either be by my side or by Mommy's side or trying to hide. She had a meltdown during lunch while we were trying to eat. So that was pretty funny. Let's see, what did we do? We saw great shows yesterday. We saw Frozen, which was pretty awesome. The two side characters were my favorite part of that show. Oh, by the way, the snow, spoiler alert, the snow that comes out at the end, don't eat it. It's soap. My little girl with Mary, she had her tongue sticking out, and yeah, it's not real snow. Despite it being very hot, the trip has been awesome. Let's see. What else? Hold on. Someone was coming. The trip has been great. I mean, you're in Disney. How can the trip not be great? What else did we see? We also watched the Indiana Jones ride. It wasn't a ride, but the stunt show. Insane. That thing was great. That was another one of my favorite things. Right off the bat, Mary got to meet Donald Duck, and Daisy. And it's funny because she thinks all the characters in the Disney World, according to her, she thinks that they are meeting her. She's like, you, my Disney friends, are fortunate to meet Mary Grace. And it's just hilarious. She's posing with them. It's the best thing ever. It makes everything in life worth it. Let's see what else. The Indiana Jones ride was awesome. The Great Movie ride was pretty cool. I liked that. a lot of people heard on the before we came down here. Hold on, let me fix my lighting. Heard that the Great Movie Ride was boring and terrible, but I didn't care. I wanted to get on it anyway. It had some aspects. Apparently I had dried toothpaste on my mouth this whole time, but it's okay. That's what happens. Okay, got it. Hey, that's what happens when you go live, and I don't want to start over. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, everything about Disney Hollywood Studios is great. The rides were pretty fun. It was very entertaining. We stayed the whole time. We didn't even come back to the resort until the end. And just the amount of pictures. I mean, if you come to Disney World, you will take pictures, so it's best to get the Make Memories pass. They have these guys in the brown vest they're just in certain locations, and you find them and they take your picture, and it's pretty cool. These magic bands, they do everything. I haven't had to use my debit card or anything yet. It's all connected to the magic band, which is pretty awesome. Let's see, there's lots of shops, with t-shirts, Disney memorabilia. Oh, I saw Planet Hollywood. That was pretty cool. I was hoping some of their stuff was on sale, because I really wanted one of their jackets, the Planet Hollywood jackets that they wear. Oh, today's also an early park day. The park will open up at 8 instead of 9, and close at 11 instead of 9. So we are going to be leaving at 8. It'll be awesome. I'm trying to think, what other ride did I go on? Oh yeah. Okay. Most of you don't know this. Some of you do, because only my family is my subscribers. Hopefully I get more of you to subscribe. I'm very, 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 very terrified of elevators and, dying in elevators. And they have a ride that I had to try, I guess, because it said how fun it was, so I made reservations, with the Fast Pass. If you want to get on a ride, make sure you Fast Pass it. Can't stress that enough, or else you'll be waiting in lines for a long time for a 5 to 3 minute ride and most of these things. Anyways, yeah, it's called the Twilight Zone Tower of Terrors, and I went on it right after we ate. And I was terrified. I'm sitting next to people, and they were supportive, I guess. They're like, oh, it's your first time riding this ride. Everything's all good. The safest ride, blah, blah, blah. And I had a little girl on the other side of me. Well, anyway, as the ride's going, I was scared. And You would think if you faced your worst fear that it would be, you'll be fine. No, that is not the case for me in this. It terrified me more. Once you start the ride, you go up, you go down, you go up, then you go down. And they open the thing and you could see the whole park, and I guess it's beautiful the first time you see it, but if you're terrified and then you are dropped. Scariest thing ever. I was going to film while I did it, or do a live stream, but couldn't because my phone was dead, and besides, there's no way that I was going to be able to hold this camera or attach it to anything, because I had to hold on with both my hands because I was so terrified. I got off the ride, I was literally shaking, and we had to leave because I don't do elevators. Let's cut to that now.
1939. The Hollywood Tower Hotel was a star, a beacon for the show business elite. Until 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator and into a nightmare. Now that door has opened once again. For you.
Well, that was that. You saw the fear in my eyes. Oh, my son also rode the ride before I did. We were supposed to go together, but I screwed up the fast passes. Didn't save one of our names, so I had to go by myself. Let's not talk about that anymore. I'm done with the terror of towers, or towers of terror, whatever. It did its job. Oh, and when I was got off the ride, the little girl next to me, she was like 5 or whatever. She's like, "Oh, let's do it again, let's do it again." And I'm just like, are you crazy? I was just thinking to myself, are you crazy? It was the most terrifying thing ever. It's the problem with kids these days. You should respect elevators. Because you never know. Or escalators. Kids don't care, they're just like, whatever. But anyways, we had a great time at the Disney Hollywood Studios. I can't recommend that enough. It was very great. We obviously didn't get to try everything there because, long lines and the boiling heat. But today, we're going to do our best to try everything. Mostly everything. We're going to be there till 11 o'clock tonight. The Magic Kingdom's supposed to be bigger, I guess. And I just hope, I know we're going to have a great time. I think we got a jungle cruise, a jungle theme going. Or something. A jungle ride, and I'm not sure if Space Mountain is there, or is that tomorrow? No, I think that's there. I will do my best to film that. I'm not gonna make any promises on the Space Mountain filming. Then again, I'm like, if I could hold my camera the whole time without freaking out, I'll do it. Roller coasters, they don't really bother me as much as elevators do. So, but you're in Disney. There's like things that you hear about, things that you see that you have to do. You just have to. You're in Disney, you go down Space Mountain, you go down Splash Mountain, you do as much as you can. And I had to try the Tower of Terrors so I could say, yeah, I did that. And I'll never do it again. It's scary as crap. But let's go on. Hopefully, we're going to have a great day. It's not hopefully, we will. I know we will. It's day 3, and it will be fantastic. I know I'll have a lot of memories, and I'll be sharing that with you guys. And hopefully, I keep saying hopefully, I'll film as much as I can, because, you know, I want you guys to see how it is, and I want to, you know, also want to enjoy myself. Not that I don't enjoy filming. My wife gets annoyed by it sometimes, but hey, it's what you gotta do, what you gotta do. So, the buses are getting ready. Awesome. Going to the Magic Kingdom. Take some pictures in front of the castle. But yeah, as far as let's do a quick 90-second or less review. I would make a separate video for this, but I'll just include it. Quick 90-second review of the Disney Hollywood Studios. Awesome. I give it a 9 out of 10. The reason I gave it a 9 out of 10 is because it has increased my fear of elevators. Other than that, it was completely awesome. Oh, and Star Wars. Everything, if you are a Star Wars fan, everything Star Wars is there. They had this Star Wars show in the street where you saw Kylo Ren, R2-D2, Chewbacca. By the way, Chewbacca really wasn't that great because the actor that they chose to play him is not really that tall, so it's like a mini-me Chewbacca, and that was kind of disappointing, but everyone else was just great. You won't see Han Solo there because, you know, Harrison Ford, or they couldn't get anybody to look like Harrison Ford. You won't see any of the main characters, but still, it was just great. Everything. Alright, well, stay tuned to my channel for more videos. I like doing these little good morning videos. It's day 3, and we'll see how this one goes. Alright. Bye, YouTube.